Full playbook for Google Ads strategy for scaling an apparel brand. In this video, I'll share the rules, insights, and more. We have worked with multiple apparel brands clocking around 6 to 8 crores currently and scaled them via Google Ads particularly. All the process described in this video takes at least 2 to 3 months. This isn't a quick solution. This is a more long-run strategy and you should be willing to invest time in it. It will not work within 1-2 weeks. Please avoid any quick solutions here. Today's agenda will be what is the initial setup and what's the consistent expansion, how do we expand Google Ads, and then scaling, how do we do the scaling part. First, initial setup. Primary goals are build pixel data, gather data for analysis, and help define the direction to be taken based on budget. Data is most important when your primary goals when you're starting initially. So gather data for analysis and then what's the direction, because there'll come a point in Google Ads journey where you'll have to decide as to what the direction you're going after. Is it more search volume, or is it because of a premium product, because of how the product is positioned for the brand? Do we need to go for more search volume, or do we need to go for more luxury customers? That's a very different approach. There will come a point. Let's discuss more on this. The campaign structure to follow initially is branded search campaign, one branded search campaign, one shopping or PMAX campaign for your bestseller products. Do not advertise non-bestsellers. Stick to bestsellers. Then separate products with big AOV differences into separate campaigns. Do not mix any product with 1500 selling price and a 3000 selling price into a same campaign, even though both might be a bestseller. Try to separate it out into different campaigns. This helps optimize the ads better, and also you can remove the inefficiencies which might come across, because a 1500 product you might be acquiring the customer at 1000, while at 3000 product you might be acquiring a customer at 2500. And even though the CAC might be look good as an average, but even you can see that there's complete inefficiency in how you're acquiring the customer of a 3000 rupee product, which can be optimized and to help improve the ROAS. So try to bucket AOVs, try to bucket the campaigns into separate AOVs and then promote those products. Make sure this is non-branded. Even the shopping campaign, try to exclude your brand name from the first instance itself before spending anything. Then task to do is we constantly work on GMC from the get-go, from the first week to how do we analyze, optimize, manage GMC. You can look up this video in the same channel, Bharat Mavens, and you'll find this out. Then start work from top spenders whenever you're working from GMC. Once you have the data that okay, these set of products are top spenders, try to start work on them instead of optimizing randomly any product on GMC, which is Google Merchant Center. Trim down bad performance. This is usually taken 2 to 3 weeks later, not the initial, based on the budget, it's usually 2 to 3 weeks later. Then, how do we expand this Google Ads? After there's sustenance, after there is consistency in performance because of shopping campaigns, we are only promoting bestsellers products in the first instance at least. How do we expand? Goals here will be expand the top of the funnel, because top of the funnel is most important. That is where most brands get stuck. They say that, okay, I got a 6 ROAS, but when I increase the budget, my scale falls, my ROAS falls. This is because you have not expanded your top of the funnel or the awareness of the brand itself. You're just minting on the search terms which are very valuable and the most bottom of the funnel consumers who are already looking for a shoes. You have to grow the desire for other people also who are not in market but who are affinity audiences also. Start a bit of remarketing activity. You have an option to start a bit of remarketing here. How do we go by the setup? New campaigns are expansion into non-bestsellers. This is usually a shopping or a PMAX. Once again, it's a non-branded PMAX, complete exclusion of branded terms. You're only marking branded terms in a branded search campaign only for now. Then move the best of the best into a separate campaign. This is where your bestsellers, in that bestsellers, you move into a separate campaign with a high ROAS target. Say you're targeting the PMAX of the bestsellers to 200 or 300% ROAS. Then you can move the best out of best sellers into 450% ROAS, and it will improve the overall ROAS of the account itself. We can start dynamic display remarketing, a bit of remarketing which I was talking about in the goal section. Here it is, you remarket to customers who have just visited the product and not purchased. It might be using various tactics. You can remarket only bestsellers, you can remarket other products, you can remarket all products. It's up to you. It's up to the decision of the budget also. Budget also dictates how many products you advertise. Next, there's a new drops campaign. Footwear brands usually go through every new drop maybe once a month, or it can be twice a month also. It depends upon the brand. And then hence you will have to have a new drops campaign which will go after existing customers, informing them that you have got a new product. After you go after existing customers for the 1-2 weeks where you build up conversions, then you can go after new audiences and exclude the existing customers altogether. This will build up campaign learning initially 1-2 weeks with the existing customers and then expand into new customers also. Focus areas in the expansion section will be build demand for non-bestseller products where non-shopping campaigns make them look cool. That should be the criteria. This is not about Google Ads strategy. I am talking about more abrupt, more cohesive strategy where you are collaborating with influencers, PR, other activities which is being done to make sure that people know that your brand is cool or your brand stands for something. That is when the brand awareness increases and propensity of people to take action when the ad is visible in front of their screen is higher. Next, in the scaling, what's the scaling part? Here, expand top of the funnel again, capture other inventory on Google. Let's discuss. Here, we start on YouTube campaigns. YouTube campaigns are mostly started for bestseller products. In bestsellers, what are the videos used? It's mostly Facebook best performing videos of the bestseller products are used in the YouTube campaigns. YouTube, again, it's not an awareness campaign. It's a purely focused conversion campaign and hold it accountable to give you the ROAS. Don't just spend because of impressions or click-through rate. Hold it accountable for conversions. Next, it's a non-branded search campaign. This non-branded search campaign is only going after the category which are your bestsellers. If sneakers are not your bestsellers, don't go after it. If women's sneakers are your bestsellers and men's sneakers are not, then only bid on terms related to women's sneakers. This is to expand your inventory, on Google and capture the search intent also. Dynamic search campaigns, this is more of to mint new keywords. What happens is when you run dynamic search campaigns, you can get a list of search terms report, from which if you see any conversions happening, you can move them to a non-branded search campaign according to the concept, according to the category you are advertising, and move them to an appropriate category. This helps build better campaigns, and the search campaigns can keep expanding the inventory. This is where you scale. You don't scale by bidding more or hitting more ROAS on the same campaign. You scale by expanding your funnel itself. Expansion of funnel is the best strategy to scale, not on expecting higher targets in the same campaign. Focus areas will be capture and optimize best use of non-shopping inventory like display, YouTube, search, everything. Though shopping inventory does guide it, but there are 9 other inventory available on Google. I might miss the number, but there are several other inventories available from Google to use and optimize and run the campaigns. Thank you for watching.